We have two great apartment living options in Brownsville for UTB and TSC students. The Borders Apartments at 375 Medilla Luna Road is conveniently located on Highway 7783 and a quarter-mile south of Sunrise Mall. Our second option, Los Cedros Apartments, offers countless comforts and is located at 1025 Wild Rose Lane. For an exclusive discount on your first month's rent, call the Borders Apartments at 546-1605 or Los Cedros at 542-1941. Both offers expire September the 30th.
And welcome to the Collegian News Webcast. I'm Victoria Brito.
And I'm Jonathan Baldwin. Here are this week's stories.
A rain puddle and a cautioning wet sign have replaced a rug and sofa in the student union's La Sala. Marlene Rodriguez tells us what's going on.
While Brownsville may need the heavy rainfall it's getting, the student union doesn't. It will take $400,000 to repair the leaky roof and make other renovations to the building. Officials say the renovation of the whole building will start in 6 to 8 weeks. The building's skin, a waterproof roof, and making sure the walls are watertight are some of the repairs that will be done. Veronica Mendez, Associate Vice President for Facilities and Planning, said once the work starts, it will take 4 to 6 months to complete.
Again, a project of that sort would probably take about 4 months to do because it takes them to sign time and then bidding the project out and getting a contractor to work on it. So it'll be a good 4, maximum of 6 months.
UT Brownsville will be responsible for the cost of renovations. In an interview August 13th with the Collegian regarding the transfer of property and buildings between UTB and Texas Southmost College, Pedro Reyes, the UT System's Executive Vice Chancellor for the Office of Academic Affairs, said all buildings acquired from TSC are in good condition and do not need major repairs. Inspection reports were conducted before the student union and other buildings were brought from Texas Southmost College, but Mendez said she has not seen the reports, so she can't confirm the information. Jenny Lacoste Caputo, Executive Director of Public Affairs for the UT System, said she does not know if Reyes was notified about the leak.
I mean, if anyone who's owned a building or a home knows that there's always maintenance to a building and there are problems that you don't know until something happens, like a rainstorm.
She said a leak in the roof is not a major structural problem. For the Collegian News, this is Marlene Rodriguez.
The SGA is busy making plans on how to distribute its funding for this school year. Victoria Brito has the story.
In this week's SGA meeting, the big topic was the budget for the 2013-2014 school year. In a split vote last Wednesday, the Student Government Association adopted a $10,000 budget for the 2013-2014 academic year. That includes $2,000 in stipends for its executive board. We're here with Vice President of Administration, Stephanie Mendez. Stephanie, what can you tell us about the 2013-2014 budget?
Okay, the 2013-2014 budget is resolution number 4. It is basically allocating the money for fall 2013 semester and spring 2014. We have a beginning balance of $10,000. We have SGA stipends of $2,000, which are a total of $350 for fall, $350 for spring for each, the Vice President of Administration and the President. Also, we have $75 in stipend for each semester, fall and spring, for each Vice President. Then we have zero money for travel because we never really do spend on travel. We have $500 on reserves, which reserves means that we have $500 to reserve for the upcoming SGA. And just in case, we have more budget cuts, just in case for them to have at least some amount of money. And for the remaining maintenance and operations, we have $7,500, which we will be using for fall 2013 and spring 2014. This amount of money of $7,500 is the same amount as last year.
In other business, the SGA approved resolution number 5, which recommends a logo for the organization that features a gavel and sound block. The recommendation will be submitted to the university's Integrated Marketing Committee. Resolution number 6 allocates $550 to purchase food, supplies, and decorations for the annual Winter Bash. The event collects toys and blankets during the holiday season. The next SGA meeting will take place at 11 a.m. Wednesday in Salon Casia. For the Collegian News, I'm Victoria Brito.
The Education and Business Complex is now the front door to the University of Texas at Brownsville. It's also housing other programs, so UTB has decided to change the building's name. Kayla Contreras fills us in.
The Education and Business Complex, which houses many more departments since UT Brownsville and Texas Southmost College began operating independently this semester, will undergo a name change. The building, popularly known as EDBC, is being renamed the Main Building. It houses the College of Education, the School of Business, and the College of Liberal Arts, along with the Office of Global Engagement, Registrar's Office, Cashier's Office, Enrollment Office, Financial Aid Office, Advising Center, and the Admissions Office. Alan Artebis, UTB's Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, said that many universities have a main building.
And the reason we did that is Education and Business formally were the main programs in that complex. But subsequent to that, we've added faculty from the College of Liberal Arts. We've added our enrollment management services, and we've added our advising center. So it's a much more diverse building, and Education Business Complex didn't describe what was in the building. And Maine does, because that's going to be our kind of front door to our campus.
Olivia Rivas, Chair of Educational Psychology and Leadership Studies, told the Collegian that the Education and Business Complex opened in 2005.
Well, I think it's appropriate to rename it because originally it was the Business and Education Complex where those particular majors would be housed in this building. But even from the very beginning, there were other courses that were being offered in this building.
One student, however, disagrees with the name change.
Well, personally, I think it should stay the same because if it changes, people who are already coming here are going to probably get confused. I mean, if anything, it'll probably just benefit freshman students.
For the Collegian News, I'm Kayla Contreras.
And now, Brenda Lopez presents this week's segment of In the Real World.
In this week's Real World, we meet Jessica Rodriguez, who participated in the study abroad in Brazil.
My name is Jessica Rodriguez. I'm in the second year of my master's in psychology.
Please tell me about your experience in the study abroad in Brazil.
It was an amazing experience. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about the people I was there. And I learned a lot about group dynamics in Brazil.
How did this program further your education?
Like I said, it was a group dynamics class, so the cross-cultural experience in psychology was just an amazing thing to learn to me.
What are your career goals?
Ultimately, I want to go to Gallaudet University for the Deaf and work with students who are deaf. The school trains you all the way in American Sign Language, so by the time you graduate with your PhD, you already come out knowing sign language and can treat patients who are deaf.
What is your advice to students who haven't participated in programs such as this?
I think everybody should participate and study abroad. It's a great experience. You learn a lot. You get a lot closer to your peers, people who are working with you, and it's just a really good experience overall.
Why is education important to you?
Education is important to me. Not going to school was never an option for me. I always wanted to go to school. My parents sacrificed a lot for me to be here. We were from Matamoros and we came over here. Like as many other students here at school, but for me, education, I just want to better educate myself. I'm not in a competition. I just want to keep going and be the best that I can be.
For the Collegian News, I'm Brenda Lopez.
In this week's I Think, students give Brenda Lopez their opinion on what makes them proud to be Hispanic.
What makes me proud to be Hispanic is the culture's food, the tacos, the enchiladas, los tamales. Also the customs, like how we celebrate Christmas, eating tamales at Christmas, and los pasteles tres leches, all that.
I love the picture of the eagle and the nopal eating the serpent. With man, things are impossible, but with God, all things are possible. And I've seen Hispanic people overcome impossible circumstances.
The culture and the different types of dances that we have us as Hispanics.
Pues obviamente creo que más que nada la comida. Y toda la cultura, me gusta la cultura prehispánica y que todos los mexicanos, toda la raza siempre obviamente se va a apoyar y no solamente los mexicanos, pero toda la cultura latinoamericana. Los colores y fiestas, los mercaditos y cerveza.
For the Collegian News, I'm Brenda Lopez.
UT Brownsville's athletic teams continue to find success on the road. Here is Stefan Mata with this week's Sports Roundup.
The UT Brownsville volleyball team remains undefeated after sweeping the Wesleyan Hughes Classic September 6th and 7th.
Timmy Riddle always plays us tough, and we were able to come back and get a good win against them in 5, and then played well against Lewis and Clark, and then Rocky Mountain, and it is also a good team. So overall, we keep getting better every week, and that's what we're striving for, and I think it put us in a good position here going into conference this weekend.
The Ocelots played in the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics Game of the Week, where they defeated number 10 ranked Embry-Riddle University 3-2 in the first game of the weekend.
I thought the team played well. You know, we got contributions from everybody this weekend, played a few more kids than we normally do, and like I said, we just keep getting better each week, and that's mainly our goal at this point.
UTB also defeated Lewis and Clark State College, Briarcliff University, and Rocky Mountain College en route to an 8-0 season. The Ocelots will play their home opener against Huston-Tillotson University at 7 p.m. Friday in the Garza Gym, followed the next day by a game against University of St. Thomas Houston at 1 p.m. In men's soccer, UTB beat Oklahoma Baptist University 5-2 on September 7th and then edged Texas A&M International University, an NCAA Division II team, 3-2. 2 wins extended the Ocelots' winning streak to 4 and improving their team record to 5-1.
You know, the last one was an important one for us at TAMIU. We played well, and you know, it's been a good little road trip for us, but we need to finish it off here this weekend.
In the game against TAMIU, the score remained tied at halftime at 1 goal apiece. After Oren Farrell scored the game-tying goal, forward Victor Barrera scored to give the Ocelots a 3-2 advantage. The Ocelots would not turn back.
I feel great. I didn't play that good, but at least I helped the team to get the win, and I think it was great. I'm feeling great right now.
The team won't play until September 28th at University of Southwest. The women's team is finding its rhythm, leaving Oklahoma with a 3-game winning streak after defeating Oklahoma Baptist University as well on a 2-1 win. Forward Isadora Freitas scored the go-ahead goal in the second half of the contest.
Well, I have been working hard for help my teams, and as much as I can help them, that's what I'm here for. So we score as I'm a forward, so that's part of my job. So I'm happy that I can help the team just get the win.
The Ocelots will play their first game of the season in Brownsville September 23rd against Texas A&M International University. That's it for this week's Sports Roundup. Until next time.
Thank you for joining us this week. I'm Victoria Luco.
And I'm Jonathan Baldwin. Have a great week.